Yes, it is the middle of the year. We're about to hit June 1st, and it's about 49 degrees, and we just had about 90 degrees a couple days ago. That's not good, but that's what I have to deal with. But why am I out at 4 a.m.? Probably because I'm crazy. That's part of it. But I wanted to photograph the Brooklyn Bridge because I've never done that in the early morning where there's no one walking the bridge and you just get it perfectly empty. You can take as much time as you want, and I thought today's a good day to do that. This is what I'm getting. That is my setup, and as you can see, I am all alone out here, which I'm okay with. So you're gonna start seeing a few bicyclists coming. Hopefully I'm not in this way, but it's only one, so should be okay. But let me move my tripod so I don't trip them up. So right now it's about 4:15, very, very early in the morning, and I am just getting this part of the bridge with the city skyline, which you can see is a little bit under the fog because right there is where One World Trade Center is supposed to be, but because of the low fog, you can't really see it, but that's okay. So let me take you into my composition on the Sony Alpha 1 with the ZEISS Loxia 2.8 of the 21mm. So this is what I'm currently shooting. 2-second exposure, aperture of 7.1, ISO 640. The reason for that is because if we look out here, you kind of see the cars going along on the bridge, and this wooden part kind of bounces a bit. So I can't go as long of an exposure as I would like, but that's okay. 1 to 2 seconds, that's perfectly fine for what I'm doing. So I'm shooting in RAW, got my white balance set to auto white balance. No picture profiles like that, just using the standard creative style profile and the 2-second timer. So that's essentially it. Nothing too extravagant, really. Nothing much there. So I'm gonna try several compositions up here. So I'm starting with the 21, but I might go with the 85 Loxia just because I really want to shoot that up here. And you all might remember a shot, which I'll show here, where I kind of shot straight down the Brooklyn Bridge. Well, I want to try that shot again and see what a nighttime version looks like. May not come out as well, but I at least want to try. And of course, the difference is I don't have any people in the shot like I did in that other shot, which was taken during the day. So we'll see how it works out. So we're locked and loaded there, and I'm gonna take this shot. While there's no cars coming, I gotta be quick with it. Okay, that's 2 seconds there. Let's see if everything is all sharp. That's solid. That's very solid. Look at that. So see, I can still pull off 2 seconds. Any longer, I don't have that much time in between when cars are crossing the bridge. It's not that much of movement happening anyways, so don't have to go that long. I mean, there's no clouds that you can see moving, so it's not necessary. So now I came down here to get that shot with the 85 Loxia right there. Still on the A1. So that's the composition that I have for the horizontal. I already got my vertical shots out the way. There's kind of this, they're doing some work on the bridge here. So you got the scaffolding, but this is actually perfect because it keeps me out of the rain, keeps my camera lens from getting water on it like it was earlier with the 21. But the lens hood on the 85 Loxia is a lot better. Definitely won't have to worry about getting water on that lens there. So that's pretty much it. I did kind of want to go to the Williamsburg Bridge, but I'm not sure if I'll have time to make it over there. I don't think so. So as I've been here, there have been a few more bicyclists to see a few people starting to walk the bridge because it's getting that time where people are, going to work, of course. Now I'm facing this way. I was facing Brooklyn earlier, now I'm facing Manhattan on the Brooklyn Bridge. I know, a lot of confusion there, but that is what we are getting, looking straight down there. Oh, you're good. So I'm actually getting a vertical shot, and I actually like that with them walking there. Let's take that. Let's see how that looks. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Since they're stationary, let's try and get it now. I think that works. not too bad, not too bad. So you can see Manhattan over on the, well, that's all Manhattan over there, but you see the downtown skyline a little more on the left side than the right side. And yeah, that's pretty much what we're getting there. Still fundamentally the same settings. The only thing that's really changed is my aperture is now f8. Kind of lowered my ISO. I'm still at ISO 640. I think I was there earlier, I'm not really sure. I've come out a little bit. So that's the scaffolding, and you see the water on the lens right now. So I've come out a little bit from that here in the middle. Came a little bit forward. I wanted to get past that sign and didn't want that in my frame, and so we're just ever so slightly past it. And yeah, this actually is not too bad. You kind of you're starting to see a little bit of One World Trade come out. A little bit right there, but you still can't see like the spire or the top floors or anything. Fog is still a little bit low. But yeah, it's actually looking pretty good. Is there a specific composition that I'm looking for? Yes and no, because I do want some of the shots that I got a few other times when I shot the Brooklyn Bridge, but then because I've never done an early morning like this on the bridge, I'm kind of just seeing what captures my eye per se. I don't really have a specific objective in mind. I just knew I wanted to photograph the Brooklyn Bridge. That's it. That's about it. Now I will say, I did know what lenses I wanted to shoot. 85 and 21 for sure. 35 is still up in the air because, it just depends. Do I see something composition-wise that the 35 would be better with as opposed to the other lenses? Now, if you look here, this is a nice shot of just the skyline there and this part of the bridge. Like, I don't need all of this. Like, just kind of cropping in and just taking that, that's a nice shot right there. And I just see that just from doing the filming. So I actually might recompose and take that shot because that's a very, very nice framing. So as I'm out here, look at what's happening behind me right now. Look at this. You see how the clouds are starting to break a little bit? Look at the blue. We're starting to get a little bit of sunrise. I don't know if we'll see the sun or anything, but the clouds are starting to break up a bit. Oh my gosh. Now I might need to stay out here a little bit longer because that's pretty hot. I wasn't expecting that. I didn't think I was gonna see any kind of break in the sky like this. This is gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Wow, so I recompose. Look at the framing. Isn't that beautiful? Oh gosh. I'm excited right now. I'm super excited. I did not expect this. Look at this. Look at the colors. So look at the pier. That's Pier 17 down there. Look at the colors. Look at how all of this is coming together. So I've moved my camera a bit, so I'm a little more on the side because I really want to catch the length here. So I want to kind of lead the viewers into the skyline and the clouds because that's where the action is right now. Like, you see, you kind of get a little bit over here, but there's not that much going on that side. This is the action, and that's where I want my composition. And so I'm still on the 21. Oh, this is beautiful. Let's take that. It's only about a one and a half second exposure, and oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it's so beautiful. Look at that. Let me show you the composition. Isn't that beautiful? So beautiful. So the background behind me is just stunning right now. So you're starting to get that blue hour, it's either leading in the sunset or sunrise rather, and it just looks gorgeous. So I'm gonna keep shooting and see what kind of images we get later on because I cannot wait to edit these. Okay, so I'm still out here. Look at what we have right now. When I tell you I'm freaking excited right now, I had no idea it was gonna look this gorgeous. Freaking unbelievable right now. I've never caught this bridge this way before. Like, these are probably gonna be the best photos. Wow, I freaking love it. So I decided to get another composition to where I'm a little bit more over the sort of roadway here on the bridge. So I'm capturing that underneath, getting a few of the cars that are coming by. That's my composition. Oh, it's beautiful, so beautiful. So because the light is coming up, I've been able to drop my ISO a little bit and kind of stop down my aperture a little bit further. and still staying in that 1 to 2 second range like we were earlier when it was a little bit darker. But gosh, oh, beautiful, beautiful scene. Love what the clouds are doing. Love the color. Everything works. So the light is coming up, but it seems like the temperature just continuously keeps dropping, because when I tell you I'm cold, like my hands are freezing, but I can't leave. Look at this. This is too beautiful to leave. Look at how gorgeous this site is. My gosh. And as you can see, I'm still in the same spot over the roadway there. The clouds, the colors, the lights, everything works. And this is just amazing right now. And so I'm catching some of the car trail, so I'm timing it, so like I'll take one there. And there we go. You see it there? Yeah, we got a little trail in there. Oh, as far as how I shoot, it's sometimes hard to explain it, but I'm getting this composition here, but when I'm taking a shot, and while it's, you know, set to the timer, doing its thing, I'm looking around to see what else is captivating. Where does my attention go? Because see, all of this around me, you all as the viewers cannot see all this. So it's up to me to see, oh, what works, what doesn't work, what do I want people to see that I'm witnessing, but they're not here, and I want to convey that through my pictures. That's how I talk about and go through all of that. So it's kind of like a system. It's like a constant mathematic equation with no end in sight. I'm calculating different things. I'm looking at different things of what my attention is being drawn to as far as what makes a great composition. And I feel like some people, you know, maybe just so closed off to certain things, like they would just see one thing and nothing else. But while you're taking that shot, look around you at other things. That's very important. That's how I sometimes end up with photos that I didn't think about while I was out, but I saw something better just by turning around, looking at what's around me, because you have no idea what else there is. I see the Manhattan Bridge over here, and I'm trying to see, do I see something? Do I see something? Is there a composition over there that I can get? So right there, that might be a composition to where I could switch to the 85 and get that. It actually probably would have been more ideal with the 50, but again, I don't have the 50. But you never know. You know, I don't like taking a lot of gear, but in this instance, it actually would have been great to have a 50. And I know that just by viewing things by focal length. So one thing I'm notorious for is just viewing everything that I witness in life by a focal length. When you start to do that, it's very easy to determine what lens to take for different things, just to at least give yourself an idea of what you want to shoot. And that's important. So I don't waste a lot of time. I come out, I know where I need to go to get the shots that I have in my head, but as I'm shooting, I see different things. You know, as the conditions change, I just end up getting even more compositions that I did not originally plan for. But that's how things go. So of course, if you have any questions, be sure to drop them down in the comment section, and I'll be sure to get to them. And if there's something that I forgot to go over, let me know what you might want to see in the next video, or what you might want me to answer as I'm shooting, because I'm always looking forward to answering any questions you all have, so be sure to share them. So I'll get back to shooting on the Brooklyn Bridge and see how our results come out at the end.